Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It's time for another episode of Pints with Poke. I'm the drunk pokeroo. 'Tis near beer time, dark beer time, near beer. Cursed, starved. From Liberty Village Brewing, comes their non-alcoholic line craft. This is a Velvety Stout, they call it. Velvety. I believe there's cocoa in this. We have not had the best of luck with dark beers. There's been a few that have been really good. It's tough to beat that Guinness. That NA Guinness is so goddamn good. We had a good one this week, or last week. So we got that going for us. Another beer available from our pals and designated drinks. I got my designated drinks class out. I am on brand, as they would say. Are you influenced yet? Influence. Remember when people get mad if you call them influencers? Do they still get mad? No. Cheers. So one thing I'm finding when we get into these, it's like a pause there for a second, these stouty things, is that they're going, when they're not great, and this is not, they go one of two ways. They go super thin and flavorless, or they lean into that smoke. This is another one that's leaning into like tobacco, and not in a good way. I've had beers with tobacco notes in them, and they're good. This is smoky, which is almost too much smoky for the style, right? I'm not getting a ton of the chocolate. I'm not getting a ton of the coffee. They're in there in the background, a little bit in the front end, a little bit on the side. But not a great thing. All I'm getting here is tobacco and like cigar ash. And these guys have had a few decent beers from them. It's just, I don't know. You would think dark beers would be easier to replicate because the roasty flavors should come through and cover up like whatever non-alc weirdness sometimes you get. Yeah, like definitely getting some black licorice. And all these flavors, like tobacco is not a terrible flavor in a stout. But here it's ashy, dominant, dry at the back, chalky. Again, and here's the thing, and I was thinking about this the other day. I was talking to a brewer where I wasn't a big fan of one of their beers, and I go, sorry, I didn't like it. Like, it's really popular. I'm like, I totally get that. And I get where people are going to love this because, I can see where there's a certain segment of the population that drinks non-alcs that is going to love this. By the way, I saw them called nonnies, and we will not be doing that. No, I'm not calling them nonnies. Anyways, that will appreciate this. I'm not that segment. I have a very specific profile that I'm looking for my personal palate. You got to hit these certain notes because if it's too smoky, it just drives me away. It just doesn't hit my palate the right way. And again, I don't want to, because technically this beer is probably okay for a lot of people. For me, it's just like, nah, son. It's just not hitting it. Try it. You got to know too. If you're on this trip with me, order them and find out. Not if they're really bad, but like this is not egregiously bad. It's just the smoky and the tobacco way overpowers everything else and leaves me just like I'm not having fun. Cheers. Yeah, just not quite licking an ashtray smoky, but there's that feeling.